I think it's good.
Yeah. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, perfectly.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, done.
Okay, so maybe we can wait like 5 more minutes and I will do the introduction.
Sure.
Thank you. Okay, so I will start the introduction. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, we can, Lucy.
Okay, perfect. So hello everybody and welcome to our webinar about study in Canada by Q College. I'm Lucie Grenon-Berger. I'm an international marketing and communication assistant at Janine Campus France. This webinar is delivered by Mr. Anurag Chatri, marketing manager in India and student recruitment partner at Q College. Q College provides the appropriate programs, services, and technology to ensure that any student admitted has the opportunity to develop the skills necessary to achieve the highest standards. You can solve all your queries and ask questions at the end of the session. And now I'll pass it over Mr. Anurag Shastri.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hi, Lucy. I hope everyone is doing good. How are you? How about you?
Fine. Thank you. And you?
I am doing good. So this is the perfect time for the people who are willing to migrate to Canada, as like things have loosened up a bit. Like governments have also started taking the admission and giving the visas as well. So for the students who are willing to go to Canada, Q College offers you the best courses into business development and the programming module, which is again a very much sought after courses, like or the programs all over the globe. So most of the people nowadays want to go into entrepreneurship, if I'm not wrong, right? And also the comp programming is quite in hype now, due to most of the things are like becoming what you say online or tech friendly. So there are a lot of opportunities when it comes to web and app development as well. So our courses are majorly from the business domain or from the programming domain for the students who are willing to take the career ahead in the Canada region. Now, should I start sharing more about the Q College, like sharing the presentation itself?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So I am sharing my screen on which you will be able to see the details about Q College. Can you see the screen now, Lucy?
Yes, perfectly.
So Q College, basically we are located in the second most sought after province in all of the Canada region. So most of the students want to go to this three provinces, which is Ontario, Quebec, or British Columbia. We are located in British Columbia, which is the second most sought after province in all of the Canada region, in where we have our campuses, which are located in like we have two major campuses located in both major cities of British Columbia itself. So the first campus, which is in Victoria, and the other campus is in Vancouver region. Now, going in detail about Victoria, why Victoria, what Victoria City actually is, and how the life would be there. So as some people might already know, Victoria is the capital of British Columbia and is also known as the City of Gardens. So it has n number of gardens. It has very beautiful landscapes, and the gardens ranging from like a garden completely with the flowers, a garden made up of landscape with the lakes and ponds in it, which makes it a good tourist attraction all over the year, who are willing to visit Canada. Like the people who visit Canada mostly visit Victoria itself. Now, now talking about the population of this particular city is only around 9 to 10 lakh people, which means like very less competition and nice benefits to look at. The temperature is also the mildest in all of the Canada region. So as most of the students have a query like how the temperature is in Victoria. So the temperature here, let me clarify that for you people. The temperature is very much mild as compared to temperature in other cities of Canada region. And also the city has so many job opportunities when it comes to the tourism or hospitality business. And it also has this is an hub to 910 plus tech companies itself. Sorry, this 50 is not that updated, but we have 910 plus tech companies in the city itself, which means like only a population of 10 lakh people, so many opportunities in tourism, so many tourists visiting the city all over the year. And also 910 plus tech companies means n number of job opportunities for the student when it comes to finding entry level jobs, or also some jobs which are into what you can say the startups or tech companies. So due to all this, like considering all these factors, considering the temperature, considering the low population and job opportunities here, the city has been voted as the best city for a young professionals consequently for 2 years, which is in 2019 and 2020. Now, the other points that we should take in consideration is this city has the minimum wage rate, which is second highest in all of the Canada region. So the highest wage rate in Canada is in Nunavut province, which you might be able to see on the screen, which is northmost region of Canada, which is quite cold as compared to the other provinces. And also there it is less inhabited, which means like less work opportunities, very cold atmosphere, like where like normal people cannot survive. Most of the year is covered in the ice. There, these people in the Canada provide you any like a minimum wage rate, which is $16.20. Whereas with our city, where there are so many job opportunities, the climate is also so much mild, and the competition is also very much low. The wage rate, which is $15.2 per hour, and also like the second highest in all of the Canada, makes it perfect choice for students again, or the young professionals. Now, looking at the cost of living for this particular city, the cost of living in the city is quite low as compared to other cities like Toronto or Montreal. The cost of living in Victoria ranges from anywhere around $1,400 to $1,600 Canadian dollars only, which is again like which can be a point to be considered by the students when it comes to selecting a city where they want really to grow. Now, the other point that we should keep in consideration is like most of the institutes in Canada are at a proximity of around 2 to 3 hours from the city center, or from the areas where most of the companies or the jobs are located. Whereas when in our case, our institutes with both the cities, which is in Victoria and Vancouver, are located in the central proximity of the city, which means uh, uh, like दोनों ही हमारे जो campus है are in the middle of the city, which enables the students or the young professionals to get more part-time job opportunities. क्योंकि अगर बच्चा is traveling from let's say if there is a college in Sanguine, and a student is staying at Toronto, then he will have to travel every day for 3 or 4 hours just to like the commutation for going to the institute, or uh, earning the daily wage. If they are like if they are staying in the Sanguine village itself, then there will be less opportunities to work. But when if they are staying in the city, they have to commute every day. So when as with our in our case, like when as with our Victoria College, we like Victoria City and Q College, we are located in very much central proximity of the city, only around 15 to 20 minutes from the international airports, which is again a good choice for the students when it comes to finding part-time opportunities, also getting references, and knowing the city better, like living the city life in the Canada region. Now, talking about our other city where our campus is located, which is Vancouver. As most of the people might be knowing, Vancouver is the heart of British Columbia, and it has also been voted as world's third livable city in 2020 itself. So, like world's third livable city is in terms of the culture that you get to see in this particular Canada region. So, जो local Canadian culture होता है is very much prominent in Vancouver city. So there are so many people who are completely local to this Canada country, and there is a large number of cultural activities and large number of food, like cultural food, which you find in the Canada in this Vancouver city. So due to this, like so many tourists visit all over the year the city, like 2 to 3 million people visit the city itself. And also Vancouver has one of the most accessible public transport ways. Like it has some unique public transport ways like sky trains and sea buses, which are quite unique for the people from Europe and US region also. That is why like most of the tourists coming from US and Europe region visit Vancouver to feel the local culture of Canada, and also to see this unique transportation ways, which is sky trains and sea buses. Now the temperature is quite cold as compared to Victoria, but it is also but not that cold as compared to the other cities in Canada region. It is quite livable. the population is higher than Victoria itself. It is 25 to 26 like 26 lakh people, but the job opportunities are again more in this area due to number of tourists visiting this particular city, and also there are jobs in IT industries and management industries as well. So a person starting with this particular city can get a job anywhere into hospitality management, or uh, can get placed anywhere in managing or doing an entry level job at any store or admin work. Now, without any further ado, let's shift to Q College. Why Q College? So we are an 25-year-old plus institution. We were founded in 1997 as Victoria School of Business Technology. In 2008, we rebranded ourselves as Q College. So we only used to serve domestic students since like this 2017. We have started serving international students as well. So it was an only domestic college for only domestic students till 2017. But 2017 se we are also accepting admissions from the international students, and we got a certification from PTIB, which is an PCTIA accreditation by the official Canadian government in 2012. And so we are completely job ready. We make job ready programs, and we are in college which was only for the domestic students, but now as the international students can also enroll in here, which enables us, like most of the alumni studied at our college are come from the domestic background, and also the professors are completely from the domestic backgrounds, which really helps a student, or which enables the student in building the relationships, good relations with the people living in this particular city, or this who hail from this particular area, in where they can build good references and relations, which can definitely help them further when it comes to finding the jobs, or also getting postgraduate work permit and PR as well. Now, talking more about the programs that we have at our college, like the programs are completely job ready program, which means that we teach the student to and career and professional development methodology, where we have our own placement cell, where we help the students in building their own persona. We also help them building their resume and making them completely job ready. After like building the resume, and also help them get placed in an internship. So we give a student to an opportunity for the internship after a certain period of the completion of the course. So a student can come to our institute, like study, and the approach also which we use in study is more of applied learning. So we do not only focus or emphasize on what you say, the theoretical knowledge and the examination. A student who has enrolled at Q College and undergoes a process in where he will be exposed to case studies, project studies, like we'll be doing projects, doing case studies, and also after, as I already discussed, also after a certain time, they will be entitled to do an internship in their respective fields, which will enable the student to understand the job scenario, or the job scenario in Canada area better. And after the same, they can also like push their jobs. If they are performing perfectly, they can push their jobs to full-time full-time job as well. So they can like it can really help the students in getting their full-time jobs complete after completing the course itself. Now as uh, as I already told you, like most of the students at our institute are completely domestic students. And also the other thing here to consider is like the class size is very much small as compared to other public institutes. So the class size we have at Q College is around 30 to 40 students only. So maximum 40, we allow over 40 students, which means like the student will be doing an one-on-one conversation with the professors, and also will be building good relation with the inmates or the classmates. So in a case where if a student is studying at some public institute, then most of the time what happens is like the class size is anywhere around 120 to 160 students, जिससे बच्चों का relation peers के साथ कम बन पाता है. And also most of the students come from international background. So like building a relation in international background is definitely good, but it won't help you when it comes to settling down in Canada. So when with our college, most of the students come from the domestic background, and we have 25 plus courses specially designed for domestic students, which means like so many number of domestic students study every year at our campus, and which will enable the student in building a good relation with the domestic students and also with the professors, which can definitely help them in getting the jobs or their future references for when it comes to getting PR. Now, the other key point that we should consider is we have academic transfer option available. So we give you academic transfer to all of the major institutes of Canada region. And also we have our direct affiliation with two of the major institutes, which are public institute of Q College. So we call ourselves as a pathway institute leading to the public institute of British Columbia. So agar bacha, like a child can come to Q College, complete the certain period of course or the program at Q College, and then get transferred to two major public institutes of British Columbia, which is University Canada West and Vancouver Community College. So in case there are students who want to go to public institute, but due to like not meeting the exact admission criteria or the admission requirements by given by the public institutes, or cannot like at initial looking at the initial fees, like cannot afford the initial fees for the year, like cannot pay the GIC, then in this case Q College can really be helpful for the students, because we give you admissions at flexible like we give you at flexible admission requirements, so a student can get an admission easily. Also by paying low fees, they can enter into this Q College, and after completion of a certain period they can shift to the public institute and then get the degree from there. So this is an ultimate pathway leading the students to the public institutes, which can really help them in building their career. And also it can help if they have done it from a good pathway and accredited college, then they can there are chances to really to get good PR and other chances as well. So this was a brief about the Q College. If anyone has any doubts, you can write in the chat box, and we will be discussing it later at the end of the session. If you have any doubts related to the college or the cities where the institute is located, then you can just type in here. Now, going to the other slide, which is into the accreditations that we have. So most of the students nowadays have an what you can say a question in their mind, like what accreditations does this college have? Is it an DLI approved institution? So yes, we are an DLI approved institution, and to check our DLI number, you can visit cic.gc.ca, which is official Canadian government website, where you can find our institute and also check our DLI number. Now, Q College has also been certified by EQA, which is Education Quality Assurance, which is the designation given by given to the public and private institutes by British Columbian Ministry in terms of the quality of the standards that have been set by the province itself. So to check the standards set by the province for the institutes who are awarded this certification, you can visit www.gov.bc.ca, where you will get all the details about the standards set by British Columbian province, and also get a fair idea of what this college exactly is and how the teaching methodology, or what you can say the atmosphere, or the whole idea about the colleges. So you can check the standards and also our certificate on this particular website. We also fall under category 1 by British Columbia Ministry in terms of the quality of education and support we provide to the students. So as we already discussed, we have a special cell which is dedicated towards the well-being and career and professional development of the students, which helps the students in getting placed in various jobs, and also help them in building their resume and helping them to build their careers better. This is why we have been awarded, or we fall under the category 1 by British Columbia Ministry due to the support we give to the students. Now, talking about the programs that we have for our international students for this particular intake are Business Administration 1-year certificate program, Business Administration Web and Digital Marketing Specialty, which is a 2-year diploma program, and Full Stack Developer program, which is a 1-year diploma program. Now, going in detail about each program, Business Administration, which is a 1-year certificate program, in where the students will learn all the skills in business and business industries, such as like knowing the basics of numbers, also about literacy, and also about like how the cross-cultural communication work. They will also develop the fundamental knowledge or the basic knowledge related to like in terms of the business administration or the business development, which ranges from knowing about like getting the basic knowledge about the accounting, management, economics, marketing, and learning also a bit about the organizational structure and how it works. Now, the job opportunities that ranges after the completion of the such program ranges from getting an entry level or supervisory job in any of the businesses, ranging from management, business, tourism. As we already discussed, tourism is a prominent area in this particular cities, so they can get a job in tourism, other industries, and government organizations as well. Now, the average salary which is being provided to the people who have completed this course at an entry level ranges, as per the official Canadian government website, which is www.workpc.ca, ranges from around 45,000 to $52,000 a year, which is again a very good number considering this as an entry level job. So the student can really earn like in five folds the like what from what they were invested. So they will be getting it back in five folds in 1 year only. So this is again a very good opportunity for the students who are really looking to take their career ahead. Talking about our other program, which is Business Administration Web and Digital Marketing Specialty. This is a 2-year diploma course where the students will learn all the skills in business as in the first certificate program. But in the later part, this students will develop the expertise in web and digital marketing field. As you people might be already aware, web and digital marketing is in quite hype due to this pandemic now, and we get a lot many applications for this particular program. In this program, at the later part, the student will learn about like building and managing their own websites, also learn about how to manage a multi-channel digital marketing business. So they will learn all SEO, SEM related stuff. They will also learn how to manage their multiple social media websites, and to make them a complete suite of digital marketing. This course also teaches them basic designing tools which can be used in making the illustrations and doing the creatives for them, which includes the programs like Illustrator and Adobe Photoshop. So after completion of this course, the student will become a complete suite of expert into web and digital marketing specialty, and also work in anywhere in the field of business development or what you can say marketing. Now, the job opportunities after completion of this particular program ranges from getting an entry-level job or as a digital marketer, or work as a freelance coordinator for digital marketing projects. The student can also work as a junior specialist in any subdivisions related to the field of web development and digital marketing, and also in any field related to the business development as well. Now, the annual median annual salary or the average salary provided to the people who have completed this course ranges from $56,000 to $60,000 a year, which is again a very good number. Looking at an entry level or just a fresh job for salary for the freshers. Now, the third program, which is full stack web developer program. This is an 1-year diploma in where the students will learn all the front end and back end languages used to develop the websites and applications. So if a student has completed or has an interest in terms of computer programming or knowing more about the computers, then they can opt in this particular course. They can opt for this particular course where they will be taught everything related to the web and app development. They will be taught languages like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and other Drupal and more cross-functional, cross-platform builders from where they can build their own websites and also their applications. Now, the jobs that opportunities that ranges from the completion of this program are from anywhere, like the student, depending upon their interest, can become anywhere, like graphic designer. They can also work in the field of graphic art technician. They can work as a web designer. They can work as a computer programmer, and also as an interactive media developer. The salary provided to the people who have completed this course ranges from anywhere from $56,000 to $90,000, depending upon the experience and the expertise of a child. So this is again a very good number to be considered, because like earning $90,000 a year is really good when it comes for an entry level person. Now, as we already discussed about the pathways or the credit transfer that we have with this major institutes, let's go in brief detail about it. So the pathways that we have with Vancouver Community College, which is one of the most renowned public institutes of British Columbia region. So what we offer with Vancouver Community College is, if a student does their 1 year certificate program into business administration at Q College, they can complete their first year at Q College, complete the next 1 year or 3 years, like if they are opting for 1 year diploma into hospitality management, or they can opt for a 3 year degree into hospitality management. And after the completion of the same, they will be entitled to 1 years or 3 years of postgraduate work permit respectively. So if they are going for a 1 year diploma, then they will be entitled to 1 year of postgraduate work permit. And if they are completing the degree, then they will be getting the 3 years of postgraduate work permit. Talking about our other course or the program, which is business administration, web and digital marketing specialty, where the child will complete their first 2 years at Q College, the next 2 years in hospitality management degree at Vancouver Community College, and after the successful completion of the same, they will entitled to postgraduate work permit for 3 years. So the students who are willing to go into the field of hospitality management can get their pathway program with Vancouver Community College, as there are so many opportunities in Vancouver and Victoria region itself, ranging into tourism. This is a good opportunity for the students who are really willing to take their career and uh, like do a job which is not that much menial, and it can really attract them when it comes to working in the hospitality sector, because you get to meet new people every day. You get to know more about the different cultures, and also the pressure, the work pressure or the work life balance is quite very much perfect when it comes to working in the hospitality sector. Now, talking about our other program pathway, which is with University Canada West, which is again a very well-renowned public institute of Canada region. The student can complete their first year at Q College, the next 3 years into Bachelor of Commerce degree at University Canada West, and after the successful completion of the same, they will be eligible for postgraduate work permit for 3 years. And same is with the business administration, web and digital marketing specialty, where the student will completing the first 2 years at Q College, the next 2 years in Bachelor of Commerce degree at UCW, and can get eligible for postgraduate work permit for 3 years respectively. So if a child is going to willing to work into the hospitality management domain, then they can go for a pathway with Vancouver Community College. And if they are willing to take their career ahead in terms of business development, or in completely in terms of knowing about the commerce, then they can go into University Canada West, which is again a very well renowned institute in Canada itself. Now, talking about the admission requirements, which are quite flexible, uh, is like we accept all English proficiency tests, which are IELTS, PTE, and TOEFL. So for the IELTS, we accept anywhere around minimum overall 6 with one module 5.5. With PTE, we take minimum overall 50 with no section less than 45, and with TOEFL, we take minimum overall 67, which is quite good considering like the students whose first language is not English, they can easily correct this scores and really get the admissions over here. Now, talking about the math, science, and computer requirement, we require maths for this particular course, but not to worry if a student is not from the maths background, or if a student is coming from arts background, they can also enroll for this course, where they will be taking an course for maths it coming at our institute. So Q College will be giving them free of course course on maths, and also giving them the certification of the same, so that they can be ready for their further course into business administration or business administration web and technology tech specialty. Now, the academic requirements after the completion of the 12th or high grade school is we accept students with results anywhere around like and more than 55%, and also we take the students from diploma background as well. So if a student has completed the diploma and wants to go to Canada to settle their careers, to shift to the Canada, then they can really go to this particular institute. And we also accept the students with uh, backlogs more than 10. So if a student is having backlog in their diploma or in their bachelor's program and wants to shift to Canada, and they can really apply to our institute and get the admissions also. So you can just check the other details in it. And if you have any queries, you can write in the chat box, and I will be happy to take it further. Now, talking about the offer letters that we give, so we give the students offer letters anywhere after the successful completion and the uh, evaluation of their documents in 1 or 2 days maximum, which is again a good number of the period of days when it comes to preparing themselves for a journey to Canada. So most of the public institutes take anywhere around 1 month to 45 days, whereas looking at our timeline, which is only 1 to 2 days, helps a lot to the students and agencies as well when it comes to preparing their students or the child for their further studies. Now, talking about the fees, which is the major part, where we win, is like the application fees for this particular intake have been waived off due to this corona pandemic. So we are not taking any application fees for the students who are willing to apply to our institute for this particular intake. And also the tuition fees, we are giving a heavy discount on tuition fees, which is of 30%. So the tuition fees, which were earlier, which were $13,500, is only $9,450 now. And it also includes the books and medical insurance in it. So like most of the public institute, if you go to a college in Canada, like the fees over there are quite high as compared to this fees mentioned here. And also the books and medical insurance is a different task to take. Like they have to pay, and everyone has to pay extra for the books and medical insurance. But in our case, everything is inclusive in this amount, which is of $9,450. And like looking at the program, which is a business administration, web and digital marketing specialty, the whole program for the 2 years can be completed in only $17,450, which means you can save 50% of your money. So if you are going for some institute which is a public institute, the fees over there can be anywhere around $15,000 to $16,000 a year, whereas with our institute the fees is for the 2 years it's $17,400, including the books and the medical insurance itself. So a student can save a good number of money here and also get a pathway to the public institutes. So these are the major points that we were considering when it comes to Q College. Now, if you have any questions, you can write in the chat box, and I will be very happy to share the insight with you. Lucy?
Yes.
Yeah. So the major difference between the 1 year certificate and 1 year diploma courses, like first of all, both the courses are in different domains. So the 1 year certification program is into business administration program, where the student will be entitled to a certificate for this particular what you say particular program. Whereas with the diploma program, they will get a diploma certification. Diploma certification means more credits. Then 1 year certificate. Yes, gap is also acceptable. So a gap, we accept a gap of over 5 years, which is again a good option for the students. And there is a question from Zil: is the classes online or offline in universities? Our classes are completely online now. So we are this right now we are talking about the Jan intake, in where we are hoping the students to come to our institute online offline. So most of the students, we will be meeting the students at our institute, and most of the classes will be conducted offline. So we have already started our September intake. Like the September intake is going to be completely offline now. And as we are looking at right now, we are looking at an Jan intake where it will be completely offline. So that's a point to be considered. And yes, we accept the gap for 5 years. And if the student has completed the bachelor's, they can also apply, and they can also apply with n number of backlogs. So there are quite cases in India now, as like we see a lot of students from the engineering and commerce background as well, who have completed their bachelor studies, but they are with a heavy number of backlogs, which is like retaining them in the Indian education system, and also not allowing them to go to for the further studies to other countries. Whereas with our college, they can apply after their bachelor's and with n number of backlogs. So we accept the students who have more than 10 backlogs as well. So this is how a student can really get into the Canada region and take their career ahead. Any more questions from attendees? The age limit to apply is, as I already told, we accept a gap of over 5 years. So if a student has completed the studies in so us the age gap minimum requirement will be they can apply from 25 to 26 years. A student, if he has completed his studies before 5 to 6 years, then also they can apply. Kunal has one question, which is, after 1 year course, post-study work visa is how much year? Sorry, Kunal, I am not able to get your answer question, so I cannot understand this question, what exactly it means. It will be better if you can rewrite the question. Now, what is the visa acceptance ratio for Q College? The visa acceptance ratio for Q College is anywhere around 80%. If a student goes through SDS process, which is student direct stream process, fills in all the required documents given by the Canadian ministry, gives their medical insurance, pays their GIC, pays their first year fees, then there are negligible chances to get rejected. And the other question is, student pay for 1 semester fees in advance before visas. It's not 1 semester fees, it's completely 1 year fees. So you have to pay 1 year fees in advance before the visa, so that you get an assurance of getting the visa. In case if your visa gets rejected, the money will also be returned to you. So you will get the refund on the same. But uh, for less chances of getting the rejection in the visas, we prefer the students go through an SDS process, which means that they pay their whole 1 year fees as advance. For an Cameroonian, same, it's same, like the visa requirements are completely same. If the student is going through an SDS process, then they have to give their medical, they have to put their GIC, and other admission requirements are completely same as for the Indian students. Now, other question is, what is the visa approval for Pakistan? As I already told you, visa approval rate is anywhere around 80%. And if a student is going through SDS process, which is student direct stream process, like doing all the checkpoints given by the Canadian government ministry, then there are negligible chances to get your visa rejected. Having n number of backlog, how are the chances of getting visas? As I already told you, we accept all the admissions from the people who have number of backlogs. But as you are right, like the most in most of the cases, like visa gets rejected from the embassy side. But with our institute, if you are going through SDS process, if you are following all the norms, then till 10 to 12 backlogs, it won't be a problem in getting the visa. How much fund do the student need to show in the bank for visa? Uh, I am not the right person to answer that, because I am from the college. I guess someone from the agency join in campus, like Himali, would be a better person to guide you on the same. But it will be anywhere around $10,000, like the $10,000 to be shown in the bank for the visa. Not sure on the exact amount. Non-SDS visa ratio is anywhere around 70%. So looking at the cases now, like the recent cases that we have seen is most of the students get accepted by non-SDS and are getting rejected by SDS process. But for considering this, for this particular intake, it will be 70%. If all the documents and all the admission requirements are perfect, then there are 70% of chances of approval if going through the non-SDS process. There's other question which ask, after completion of 1 year course in Q College, how many years of PGWP will the student get? The student will not be entitled to any PGWP directly. As I already told you, if it's an 1 year certificate program, the students needs at least to complete 2 years with the Canadian government uh, to be entitled to postgraduate work permit. So this what the student can do is student can like build a reference or try getting a job directly when he is at the campus. This will enable him to get a sponsored work permit from the employer. And also if a student is willing to take like we, as I told you, we are in Pathway Institute, so the student can complete their initial 1 year with us and the other year with VCC, so that they can get their postgraduate work permit for 1 year. Other question is, what GIC stands for? So GIC stands for Guaranteed Investment Certificate, which means like the student after going from India or from any other country will not be a burden on Canadian government or will not be struggling for the money. So this is just to see that the student whoever comes to Canada region has enough money to survive for their 1 year of course or for the upcoming time when he is studying over there. So which means that the student will be entitled to pay an guaranteed investment of around $10,000 in an account in any bank account which is an international bank like Deutsche Bank. And for the first, after like landing from the country into the Canada, he will be given $2,000 for his initial expenses, and then after every month the student can withdraw $800 up to $800 depending upon the requirements. The other question is, will you accept application from the students from all countries from joining campus? Yes, we are already established with all different countries. We are working in a cohesion with more than 80 plus countries now, and we accept the applications from students all over the globe. Once rejected, how early can student apply for visa again? Uh, Within a 6 month time period is what we prefer. I am sorry to ask you for this. Can you explain SDS process, please? Yes, SDS process is nothing but an process which has been pushed by Canadian government now, which enables the government and also the students in putting their processes in very much positive way, which means like the student will be entitled to pay 1 year fees, 1 year GIC, post their medical requirements. So these are the basic norms that has to be followed. So पहले के cases में क्या होता था, if the student is coming from a background of like without an SDS process, then he will be entitled to show their medical, do their other things at the Canada after reaching the Canada. But with SDS process, it will be an assurance for the Canadian government and the embassy as well that the student has been gone through all the process and is very much eligible for the Canadian government now. So it basically means paying your GIC, paying your 1 year tuition fees in advance, depositing all your medical and other requirements asked by the Canadian government, and also like the basic admission requirements or your AS score and all. So this is nothing but a process which is making our work easy and also the work for the Canadian embassy easy for the betterment of this. Paresh, Prash, I hope I already answered your query. So this particular institute or the programs offered at our institute are for the students who does not meet the admission requirements put by the public institutes, and or for the parents or the students who cannot afford high tuition fees for the public institutes. So in this case, they can always come up with few college. They can come to Canada region at very low costs associated, which is only where around $9,450. So and also start their career there. Plus, for the students who want to take their career ahead and get a good degree from the Canada, they can take the pathway programs with the public institutes, and then can really be helpful in getting the PR and other postgraduate work permit. One other question which reads, what about the stay back options? Uh, so Chandu BK asked one more question, which is once student visa rejected, the student needs to wait for 6 months, then student won't be able to attend the classes. How to go about it? In this case, when if the student has paid the fees and also the visa is rejected, then we from Q College will send you a deferral form, which means the student will be deferred from the studies for the first 6 months and then can continue the studies in the next intakes. So if someone is rejected, let's say in this particular intake itself, then they can continue the studies in the upcoming intake. They will be given a deferral certificate by the Q College, will help them in reapplying for their visas and also in completing their further studies. No deduction after visa refusal, Amir. Sorry, I did not get this question. What about the stay back options? Uh, as I told you, we do not have postgraduate work permit directly. So if a student is willing to stay back, then we help the students in getting their jobs. We also help them in getting their internships. So what the student can do is can go get like make good relations with the employers or also the domestic people there, and then after the same they can, like, there are chances that they will be sponsoring you the work permit or the further stay for this Canada region. So it needs to be a smart BT work which needs to be done from our end after the completion of the course. Deepa, as I already answered Amir's question, we do not deduct any amount if the visa is rejected. We if in case if you want to get the refund, every money will be refund, and in case if you want to continue with the Q College and wait for a period, then the student can get in the deferral program or the deferral certificate and then can apply for the other intake. What will be the total fund? Prash has to ask, what will be the total fund that students need to pay for fees and GIC in total in an SDS process? As I already mentioned, the GIC is $10,000 and the fees are $9,450, which means the student will need to be paying anywhere around $19,450. If you are from India, it takes you anywhere around uh, 12 to 13 lakh rupees. If you are from Pakistan, it will be anywhere around uh, 18 lakh rupees, and if you're from Nepal, it will be anywhere around 18 to 20 lakhs again. If you are from Bangladesh, it will be anywhere around 20 lakhs again. Now other question from one of our attendee who is anonymous is, students get postgraduate work permit after 2 years diploma that you are offering at Q College? No, students need to take and pathway with the public institute to get their postgraduate work permit. We are not offering direct PGWP as of now for business administration, web and digital marketing specialty. Chandu, as I already told you, for January 2022 intake, we are looking at offline classes more, so it won't affect the post study work visa. So we are looking at offline classes for this particular intake. The student will be entitled to offline classes after the completion of this course, in this particular course, sorry. Any more questions?
So thank you for your presentation and your time. I think there's no more questions.
I hope I've cleared every detail about the institute, and also few details about why one should opt for this Victoria and Vancouver region, and the points that we consider more about the Q college are why one should select the Q college. So the points to consider here are for the students who are not able to meet the admission requirements by the public institutes, or who are failing to go to Canada due to their less results, can apply to our institute. Also for the students who are like, there are two category of the students who basically visit us as a institute, or you as an agent. So this two category of students are like, one category of students always comes up with an idea like what all institute they want to go for their further studies, where they want to go. So these people come with the selected 5 colleges they want to go there, and as an agent, your duty is to help them to crack the exam, meet their admission requirements, and send them there. The other category of the students is like a student who is willing to go to Canada anyhow. So there are n number of students who come at in consultancy asking for and support in terms of uh, like they want to get settled to Canada region. Anyhow, they want to enter into Canada. So this is the course, this is the program for these people who want to enter the Canada at the initial level with paying less fees, and also like very flexible admission requirements. So this is where the Q college comes in, and this is where USP is. As of now, we only have 3 programs for international students, but after this Jan intake, we'll be probably adding more programs which can really invite more students itself. So we are looking at more programs, but we are yet to get certification from the same, or approval from the same for the British Columbian government. There are already 3 more programs that are in pipeline for us. I hope all the points till now are clear. Deepa, thank you so much for having me here so that I can share the insights.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Lucy. Thank you for having me here.
I wish you a very nice day.
Same to you. Same to you, everyone. Have a great day. And stay safe due to this corona. I hope the things are getting bit good now, but the third wave is approaching as heard by people, like as I read in the news. So I hope everyone stays safe and do keep all the precautionary measures.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Should we call it?
What? Please.
Should we call it? Should we end this meeting now?
Yes, I think it's good.
Okay, Lucy. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having me.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye bye.